So we're gonna record first, and we're gonna go live. All right, so we're live here in Gleason's gym in Brooklyn, New York. Today is a beautiful night that we're having tonight here in Brooklyn, New York, right underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. We're bringing some amateur boxing right from Brooklyn, from Gleason's gym. Dave, this is my partner and my good friend, Dave Seeve. Dave, tell us what we're in store for tonight.
Okay, what we have tonight is amateur boxing, the first of the year, the first amateur show of the year. And here it is. Let's hear it. They're going to announce it right now.
Okay, great. So we have the national anthem coming up. Some young ladies out here from Brooklyn, they're going to be doing the national anthem. So we're going to pause for a second to watch the national anthem.
Last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free.
We have 12 exciting bouts on the card for you tonight. All bouts are being videoed by Mr. Bill Butterworth, the gentleman in all black. If you're interested in purchasing your bout on DVD, please see him. Please turn off your flash and your cell phone light if you're going to be recording. All bouts tonight are sanctioned by USA Boxing Metro, the governing body of amateur boxing in New York City. Tomorrow we will be doing another registration for the Metropolitan Qualifier at Church Street if you are interested. It is from 12 to 4, 25 Park Place in Church Street. If you haven't registered or you need help registering, just come. We can do that there for you. Just bring your boxing book. Bout 1 to the ring, please.
That's one, Kathy, 2, and you're over there with all that. Over there. Papa!
All right, so right before we start off, we got two young fighters coming out. Young man, and Joseph, not Moscow. But anyway, yeah, so weight class 152. We're just waiting for All right, thank you for tuning in, folks. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We're watching this on Facebook Live. still waiting. Dave, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see tonight.
Okay, so this is the first amateur show of the year for Gleasons, and everybody's getting geared up for a big tournament coming up now. So we might see some of the Sharks come out of the water today, or we might see guys that are just prepping, see if they got the dust of the big tournament that's coming up. I don't know what to say the tournament is. Usually it might still be both worlds. Right now they're in courts, but there will be a big tournament coming out either way. It's going to be huge. It's going to be citywide, and these are some of the faces that might or might not the headliners. That's all.
Anybody in particular on this fight card tonight that maybe might be piquing a little bit of interest and you might be seeing going to this
No, this is a grab bag of PC and boxing world. And, you know, if anybody stands out, they're going to stand out. It's kind of an inside. Maybe we do see some of the guys that stand out. We don't.
Well, I'm excited to see some of these young kids coming up, and it's going to be exciting to watch them. These are young men that are starting in boxing, and this is a big person in this gym. I'm excited.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Our first battle evening in the 152 novice division. Boxing on the red corner, representing Underground Boxing, Bulldog. And boxing out of the blue corner, representing Gleason's gym, Joseph Lamas. 152 novice, 3 2-minute rounds.
He's wearing a white shirt with white shorts. And Joseph Lamas out of the blue corner. He's got the black shorts and the Gleason's shirt.
No, don't worry, I have my own.
It seems like John is a little bit bigger.
Definitely tall. He knows how to move his feet. He knows how to snap the jab from that distance. He got the right distance. And if Joseph wants to get any success, he's going to have to get that.
Not connection with the 1-2. Nice combination. And Joseph comes down with his own combination, you know, going to the body.
You're seeing those punches on the land.
I got my glasses now.
I gotta get my bed up.
So circle around. Circle around a little bit.
Doesn't look like Joseph shorter fighters. It doesn't have an entry. Tall guys.
He's got to come to the body a little bit. Work that body, bring the body. On the inside, work on the body. Stop! Kind of get a little closer, man.
One thing about the is to knock out body for one, and then for two, because the round is so short, and it's always don't really have a
Then John connected twice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's good enough for an income.
Very exciting round. Again, what's in the Marcus incidentally is 3 rounds, 1 minute, 2 minute,
2 minute round.
2 minute rounds. Sorry, 2 minute rounds. Sorry about that. 2 minute rounds, 3 rounds.
Right? So if For those who don't know it, in the novice class, it means that they have less than 10 rounds officially, and their rounds are 2 minutes. And in the open class, like the Olympics and the hotel, means that you have 10 rounds or more, and you will be doing 2 rounds.
So, Bounds Boxing Academy in Newark, New Jersey. Thank you for watching and tuning in. This was beautiful. We're talking the second round.
Originated where they used to be in New York. Kind of got lost, not in the waterman. Where you guys from? Newark? You know, couldn't pronounce it. I'm pretty sure Newark is New York.
It's also becoming a lot more aggressive.
After the loss,
It's amateur. All right, Charles, we're ready. Pat Russo, once again, welcome you guys watching tonight. You guys hear us, by the way?
That's the sound. Oh, there's a hook by Dave Joseph to accentuate and a couple of punches after the bell, just in case. We're thrown by Rudy John. I'm not even going to try to pronounce Puglifechronicles' last name, or Gasti Tukin or something like that.
All right, so Dave, before you do that, let me just go back because the sound was kind of rough, and now we just figured out that there was problems with the sound, with the audio. We got it fixed. We want to say hello to Mike Stedman out in Newark, New Jersey.
In Newark.
Yes, we want to say hello to Dante Rashad, also watching and stating that it's a good fight. We got Charles Rivera and Pat Russo. Isn't Pat Russo your partner also?
Partner, he is.
Great man.
Along with Teddy Atlas, we the three of us run Atlas Cops and Kids. Free to cops and free to kids.
All right, thank you, Dante, for giving us that. Thank you, Charles. Mark, thank you for joining us tonight.
Dante Rashad, by the way, has an interesting grudge match in an upcoming NYPD fight. He'll be fighting in Madison Square Garden, and he's serious about fighting.
Oh yeah, I saw a video that you did with him. He's no joke. He's very serious.
He found his own hype man.
I saw that.
In under 2 minutes. Who does that, George?
And he was his own hype man. His hype man was a pretty good guy.
He had a pretty big mouth. I got to tell you that.
All right, so we're going to go back up to the ring.
Boxing out of the red corner,
That, you might as well say turducken. Call it Thanksgiving and say turducken. We cannot pronounce his last name, but Boy John definitely did win that fight. He outpointed him from the outside. Used his height, used his feet, used his reach, and used a little bit of boxing savvy. Let's give it to him. But this guy Joseph Lamache there, I think he's okay. I think he'll be able to. Take his lessons learned and be a good fighter in the future. He's a tough guy.
I think so. And he got caught a couple of times coming in, busted him up a little bit, but and took a standing 8 count, but he hung in there. Had a pretty good second round coming back from that standing 8 count and went to work. He just didn't pull it off, unfortunately, but I know that in the future he's going to have if he sticks with boxing, he's going to do pretty good.
All right, let's invite Mike Williams in to join our cast of commentators.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys, how you doing today?
Mike, we can't hear a thing you're saying.
I'm getting a little closer.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Mike.
Yes.
Speak into the mic.
I'm speaking into the mic.
With a name like Mike, it should be natural.
Should be natural, right?
All right.
Second nature.
All right, Mike. It's okay. All right.
All right, so Dante, he'll be at MSG, and Big D is going to be in the house. Big D, that's right.
Big D. Big D is the hype man.
The hype man.
Who's besides his voice, he's pretty. All right, who's that? Bryce Dugo. Bryce. That is a pretty cool name, Bryce.
And boxing out of the blue corner, representing Gleason's gym, Naheima Williams.
Naheima and Bryce. These guys got some cool names.
All right, these guys are a little bit bigger. They're coming in at 165 pounds.
Novice, right?
That's correct.
Novice division again. Naheima in blue and Bryce in red. Dugo is in red. Williams is in blue. All right. Let's see what we got with these two guys. I'll tell you right now. You know what, George? Sometimes you could see when guys are jumping, whether they're rhythmic as they're jumping. These two look rhythmic. They look all right. They look like, I'll tell you right now, I think it's going to be a fight. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I think so. I think Blue's going to do
There we go.
Mike's
a little
boxing.
Speaking into the mic again.
Yeah,
Mike.
these guys look a little bit more polished.
Than the other
Nice
two.
jab by
Wow.
He comes out.
Now Hyman is throwing some. Wow, he
Oh,
just
yeah, he's
loads
on
up and he just let go with the right hand. Wow, there ain't no feeling out process over here.
Not at all. These are quick starters.
Already.
I was gonna say Bryce answered with the right hand, which he did, but I guess it's tit for tat, and Nehemiah answered with his own right hand, and that's it. Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
First round TKO.
Wow.
That ended pretty quickly.
Bryce, I guess Bryce was a little shaken in the eyes. The referee didn't like the way he's. Nehemiah answered with his own right hand, and that's it. Wow. Fight, and let's give kudos to the referee. What's the referee's name, Mike? You know this guy. He's Redbeard.
That's Ali.
That's Ali. Redbeard Ali is looking out for the safety of the fighters, and if you walk away, you live to fight another day.
Well, that was a good stop. I mean, he got caught in. Bryce did coming in. He got caught with a couple of punches, got put down right away. And like you said, it's the safety of the fighters.
Right.
These are young guys. There's no reason to get hurt this stage in the game.
Well, this is what we were talking about, George and Mike. Nehemiah is somebody to look out for in the next upcoming tournament. I mean, we don't know what the next tournament is, but if it's a big tournament, it's citywide, and he's definitely going to be one of these
he's up
top
and coming.
ponies.
He throws punches in bunches, definitely.
Well, you guys said it right. As soon as he was in the corner, he was bouncing up and down. He had a little rhythm there. Yeah. And you could tell he has a little more experience, and he did pretty well coming out here in the first round, knocking out Nehemiah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
impressive.
Bryce, knocking out Bryce.
Bryce, yeah. And I'll tell you what, Bryce is a tough guy. Sometimes you just get caught. You don't know.
Especially in the first round.
Yeah, and you're cold. You
Very
get cold. You get caught.
Things get ugly.
These things can happen. So let's not count Bryce out. Bryce Dugo was throwing some nice punches himself.
The blue Williams, Nehemiah Williams pulls the victory. We're moving along. We're going to be, how many more fights are we going to be transmitting this evening, Dave?
Well, there's 11. The fight card is 11, and we just finished with 2.
All right, so fans hang in there because we still have another 9 fights to go.
Yes, and it's very exciting because we definitely saw one of the top up-and-coming guys. I mean, this guy, Nehemiah, I just want to see, I want to see him fight again. I want to see.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, I would actually pay to see that guy fight. He's an up-and-coming fighter,
I wouldn't mind seeing that as well. If you guys like him, just let us know. Give us a like on Facebook. That way we can recommend that we see him again. And I wouldn't mind seeing him. He good rhythm, came out, strong punches, fast starter, and was able to pull off the win with a TKO.
Right. And I'm sure there's people out there prepping for the tournament, and I know that they're watching. They saw that right hand of Nehemiah. It was coming over the top. He's not exactly a straight right hand throw. He's more of an overhand right. Do you want to go down with it? Do you want to go to the side? How do you want to handle that punch? Do you want to try to block it with the jab of your own? So I'm sure there's people out there that will appreciate this information and try to size people up.
Sure, absolutely.
But he did look sharp for a novice.
He did look sharp for a novice. Yeah.
Sure did. All right, fight number 3 is coming up. That's Bernard Gardner is in the red corner.
Bernard Gardner. All right. And then what do we have?
Isoa Flattery. Is that Flattery? Flannery?
Flaherty.
Bernard Gardner's coming from.
Let's hear what the announcer says.
Yes.
Boxing out the red corner, representing Bayonne, PAL, in New Jersey. Bernard Gardner.
Wow, he brought a crowd with him from Jersey. Maybe Newark. No, he said Bayonne, right?
Bayonne.
Bayonne.
Hope he's not like the bleeder.
Boxing out the blue corner,
Westbury.
Flaherty.
Isaiah Flaherty. All right.
That's not what's written on the paper, but okay.
All right.
All right, let's say hello to Dave Romeo that's watching. We got Joe Bieberman also watching on Facebook Live.
All right. Hello, Joe Bieberman. Is he from Bayonne?
I don't know. Joe, you from Bayonne? I don't think so.
I think that's where they invented the bayonet. I believe it's the case.
I know they got the Bayonne bleeder.
That's correct.
That's true.
That's true. These are 178 pounds.
Ah.
They're coming out here, feeling out each other a little bit.
And I'll tell you what, right off the bat, that Bernard Gardner is ripped. He's got muscles ripping out of his back. He looks very strong.
And he looks warmed up. I can't say the same for Isaiah, but he looks warmed up.
Well, Bayonne Bernard seems to have the idea of foot movement down pat. He's staying just out of distance. He's measuring him. Yeah, he caught him when he came in. He caught Isaiah coming in. Isaiah is dressed in black, by the way. Bernard is in blue.
He's keeping that foot on the outside of that southpaw, you see.
All right. Well, they're changing. You gotta make up your mind. Most people, whoa, he came with a hook. Isaiah came in with the right hand miss, but he fouled up with a hook and caught Bernard right on his cheek. By the way, the referee is Ernesto. He's a good man. All right, here we go again. All right, you might see a clash of heads with the righty-lefty matchup, and already the way Isaiah is jumping in.
Oh, he caught Bernard with a really strong left hook.
Yeah.
Clipped him with a little left, too.
Right. It was a little bit slapping, meaning that he hit him with the inside. If he hit him on the knuckles, he might have hurt Bernard bad. But
I don't know. I saw Bernard's head roll back a little bit, and he took a step back. But now I think he's cleared his head, and he's back in the fight.
Right. Yeah, and he landed a couple of good shots, too, Bernard did. They're definitely wrestling. The righty, lefty, and did Bernard just turn back to righty?
Yes, he did.
Bernard switched up on us.
Back to conventional, that's correct.
He's taking a conventional stance, but he doesn't look as comfortable. I don't see him throwing punches out of the stance. He seems to be holding more than anything.
I tell you, that left hook that caught him, I think kind of pushed him back a little bit, made him think twice.
Yeah, it made him switch his stance. So either it's a predetermined strategy by Bernard, or did he just come up with it now? I doubt it. I'm sure he does that. And when he spars in the gym. All right, Isaiah is kind of like readjusting. He's not lunging forward with his right hand like he was when Bernard was in a lefty stance, so he's going to his jab.
Isaiah coming right underneath also of that left jab of Bernard's and catching him on the chin. And again, he catches him with another hook. Catches Bernard again with another hook.
Bernard threw a 1-2-3, but it didn't look like any of those punches landed significantly. Oh, Bernard just missed with that right hand. I mean, Isaiah slipped at the last second. If Bernard would have connected with the right hand. Bernard catches him.
Bernard catches him and has him hurt. He's down. Oh, wow.
Look at that. That was a 1-2-3, but it didn't look like any of those punches landed significantly. Oh, Bernard just missed with that right hand. I mean, Isaiah slipped at the last second. If Bernard would have connected with the right hand. Bernard catches it. A beautiful counterpunch by Bernard from Bayonne. Jeez.
Excellent fight for Bernard.
Right.
So far.
I thought he was losing that round until then.
Yeah.
I thought he was. Mike, how'd you have that round?
Oh, definitely for the red corner.
Right. Even in the amateurs, I mean, like, I would say Isaiah landed more punches, but Bernard knocked him down. Do we give him
it was clean and effective punches.
Clean and effective punches. So Bernard does a step back left hook and then connects further with another left hook. And
he squared him up and he dropped him.
Hey, Mike, I never seen a clean punch I like. I think they're all dirty.
I hear that.
That was a very interesting round. I thought Bernard was shooken up himself a little once or twice. I don't mean that he was.
And you can't be saved by the bell here.
You cannot be saved by the bell.
Yes.
Yeah, that 8 count went right through the bell.
Yep.
Yeah, so
let's see what round 2 brings.
Robbie Rob is watching. Yes, we're transmitting out of Gleason's gym in Brooklyn, New York on this beautiful Saturday evening. January 20th. They call timeout.
Robbie Rob is from Georgia, I believe. Is that my Robbie Rob?
Dr. King's checking him out right now. See if he can continue.
Robbie Rob says Gleasons. Yeah, Rob. We've been saying that for like about 50 times. So for the fans out there, yes, we are from Gleasons. Okay. So Isaiah comes out and he's on a mission. He's on a mission. He feels he's got to get something back, and you can read it all of his punches. He's trying to stay close. He's not going to give Bernard that room to do that step back left hook again. Oh, Bernard threw a serious right uppercut to the body.
Yeah, he was digging deep there.
Yeah. Oh, my God. All right. I hope Isaiah didn't eat recently, as he should not have, to fight in a boxing match. Isaiah is coming forward, but he's not jabbing. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Bernard is back to his lefty stance. He is a tricky guy, this Bernard. He's a ring savvy guy. He moves around on the outside. He plays around with distance, and he switches from left to right and back again.
And Isaiah, being the stalker, though, even though he got caught in the first round and put down on the ring ring floor for like a minute.
Yeah. Wow! And Isaiah's landed a good series of punches right there. A couple low, but
gets a warning from the referee to keep him up.
Hey, who's counting? You know what I mean? You got to get in there sometimes. You get dropped, you got to come back. All right. All right. Wow, look at that. Wow. Bernard said, if you came into my zone, I had something for you.
Big miss with that left hook, but
it does make Isaiah like kind of worry about coming in. Isaiah's throwing a really hard snapping jab over there.
But you know what? The strategy here for Isaiah is he's got to get on the inside and work that body and just slow this guy down a little bit.
And every time he does, Bernard just kind of wraps him up, and there goes Bernard to throw another step back left hook from the right-handed stance. He switched again.
A la Terrence Crawford's here.
Don't stop the action, Mr. Ernesto. Don't stop it. All right, Bernard landed another hook. He's back in the righty stance. Here comes Isaiah. He's bobbing and weaving. It's real hard. Whoa, there's that left hook again.
Gets caught with that left hook.
And he's working it off the jab sometimes.
Yeah. Gets caught again with a right to the midsection. Isaiah does. And again another one to the midsection. And Isaiah returning his left hook right on the midsection of Bernard.
Yeah, well, they exchanged hooks there. Isaiah landed to the body and Bernard to the head. I don't know which one was more effective. It looked like Bernard's hook was a little more effective on that one. Now Bernard's coming forward, and he gets met with a 1-2, but he answers with the hook back. The other hook's missed. And this is some good action right here. These amateur fighters are letting it come out. Isaiah's falling short with his jab, but he's backing off.
I think he's thinking twice about coming in because Bernard caught him again. And he's thinking about it.
Wow, that was a good round right there.
Great round.
Wow, good round.
Robbie Rob, who do you think won that round, Robbie? Robbie's a great boxer. He and I started the Smokers together back in 1996. Robbie Rob was in my first Smoker. Sorry to show your age, Rob. I know you were telling those people at the gym you were in your 30s, but you're old. All right? Not old as a senior citizen old, but too old to be 30. And gosh darn, stop eating those ice cream cones. Eat some manly stuff, Robbie. We know what you're doing over there. Get off the ice cream cones. Eat some sophisticated desserts. Eat some creme brulee or something like that, you know?
This is going to be a big round for the blue corner. He's behind.
It's got to be. If he doesn't throw it all out of here, it's done. He's already behind 2 rounds.
Yeah, I see it as 2-0. I see 2-0 for Bernard right now.
You know, he's not coming in behind any punches. He's just bringing his head first.
Right.
And that's right, Mike. That's exactly what's happening. He's leading with his head, and that's why he's getting caught like that.
Well, he came in with jabs. He got inside, but then Bernard ties him up. All right. Bernard is definitely tying him up. Oh, Isaiah with a little bit of a right-hand uppercut.
He's working him over there a little bit.
All right. They both get warned for something. I don't know what Isaiah got warned for, but Bernard got warned for holding.
I was a little confused about that, but...
Double jab right, but he caught the body. You're not going to hurt a guy to the body enough. Oh, a left hook right hand by Isaiah. Connected. But you're not going to hurt the guy to the body enough to really do something within 3 2-minute rounds. You got to take the headshots. You know? I know some boxing coaches are cringing at me. for
Isaiah got-
saying leave the body alone.
And Isaiah gets caught again coming in, and now they're just
Holding.
holding right on the
He gets
ropes.
warned again. He gets warned again. All right. What happened now?
What's going?
Oh, equipment malfunction. They're going to have to readjust the headgear of Bernard.
Yeah, I think that his headgear was turned around a little bit.
It's probably from him holding too much. They're going to call him the Bayonne holder. If he gets warned again, it'll be a point taken, I think. Referee Ernesto.
Hey, folks, we encourage you to share this fight right now.
Right. It is a practice run. We do expect to do more of these, but right now we're in the heart of Dumbo. And do you know what Dumbo stands for, George?
All I know is Dumbo was an elephant in one of the Disney classics. That's all I know about Dumbo.
Well, Dumbo is actually a neighborhood in Brooklyn, and it stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass, because we're right by the Manhattan Bridge. Oh,
here we
go. Bernard gets off a good hook, and Isaiah is letting it go.
And these guys are going for broke right now.
Yeah, they are not playing.
Isaiah
with a serious double hook up and down, and he caught him with both shots, first underneath and then over. Bernard is trying to hold him on the ropes. Isaiah is gonna charge again, and Bernard is waiting for him. Can he catch him with the counter? Here we go. Bernard is on the move. Isaiah comes in, but Bernard holds.
And Isaiah's not throwing anything. You can't come in if you're not throwing anything.
Right.
Leading again with his head, and that's why he keeps getting caught.
Well, he gets caught with the cobra-like grip of Bernard, who's holding on. And you know what these guys are going to do
taking
now?
a point? What's this?
No, it's another equipment malfunction. But I'll tell you what, Isaiah's going to catch his breath and probably come out smoking again. You got to suck that air in and then charge. All right? Sometimes you just got to charge. Sometimes you just got to let it out.
I mean, I'm sure he's behind.
All right? Look at Isaiah. He's stalking his opponent. But that Bernard is an incredible counterpuncher. Let's see if he can put one of these counterpunches off. All right. Of course, in the pros, we don't get these equipment malfunctions, do we, Mike?
Oh, no, you don't have it.
Well, the pros, yeah.
And in tournaments, you really don't have so much time to fix the headgear.
Really?
Yeah, you can't go back and forth like that.
Okay.
The thing about it is the pros, they don't have headgear.
There we go. And Bernard caught him coming in with the left. He did it again. He stepped back and he didn't throw the hook, but he caught him coming in with the left. There's the hook. There's another hook. And Isaiah is coming in without jabbing again. Oh, as Isaiah tried to let go with a bomb of a right hand, but he missed. And Isaiah, again, is not punching his way in. He's all right. Jab to the body won't help. They clash heads.
Good thing for the headgear.
Yes, indeed. Whoa.
Big two swings and a
Wow.
miss.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
A little bit of
Bernard
air.
hanging on. Bernard looked like he wanted to slam his opponent.
Look at that. Again, he tries to lead with the right, but he misses. That Bernard really knows what he's doing. He just understands distance, and he's just staying just out of reach of Isaiah, who's giving it everything he has, but keeps missing.
And he's staying orthodox now, not switching back to southpaw.
I'm not as sure what.
I don't know.
The referee's getting too involved in the fight.
Well, this is amateur boxing, and the refs do tend to do that. They like to really enunciate their fouls and their warnings.
Isaiah coming in with a body blow and again with an uppercut, but not being very effective, and that's the end of the round.
Right. I give it 3-zip to Bernard Gardner. How do you see it, Mike?
Same way, right corner, 3-zip.
Yeah. How about you, George?
I see it as the red corner as well.
Okay. But let's give Isaiah his props. He did not give up. And after getting knocked down in the first round, he really made it a fight.
No, he kept coming forward.
Yeah. And hopefully this is a learning lesson. You got to learn somewhere. It's not like unless you fight, you're not going to learn how to fight.
Yeah, it's just like swimming. You don't go in the water, you can't learn how to swim.
I think what you mean to say is if you don't get wet.
Same thing. You got to go in the water. You got to get wet.
Okay.
You got to get
Fair
wet.
enough.
Same thing.
All right. Some people get wet taking a shower. That ain't swimming, is it, George?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Well, you want to fight, you got to get in there, and you got to get in there in front of people too. For a lot of people, they sometimes freeze up when they're in front of a crowd. You know, we call that gym fighters. You know, freeze up, get a little performance anxiety. You know, I don't think that was the case with either fighter here. They were letting him go.
Yeah, there was no stage fight here.
And the fans like this, and I have to say, absolutely, it was absolutely a good fight to watch.
Yeah, they both wanted it.
Yes,
there was no backing up.
Yeah. Except for Bernard, who had that step back left hook. Definitely the best punch of the fight.
Duran was famous for that.
Okay, waiting for the judge's decision and the announcer. Let's see who wins it. Red corner Bernard, blue corner Isaiah. Two young warriors.
Yeah, so let's see. Hey, Jamie, saying hello to Jamie Payan that's watching now. As we wait for the officials to come with the official ruling.
About 5 and 6 for the glove table.
All right, we're waiting.
What's taking so long with this one?
I don't know. Is it?
It seems cut and dry to me.
Yeah, this was pretty cut and dry for sure.
12 noon to 4 p.m. If you need help registering for the qualifier or you need to get your book, you can come to Church Street tomorrow, 25 Park Place.
Jamie Payan says this brings back memories. Jamie Payan, did you get hit with the step back left hook, or do you throw a step back left hook?
Oh, these young fighters get a round of applause.
We have a split decision.
Wow, a split decision.
Your winner, boxing out of the blue corner, Isaiah.
Wow, I am shocked.
Unbelievable.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
Even with the eight count.
Even the winner wasn't happy with the decision there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either if I was on the losing end there.
All right. Well, let's take a look at why that could happen. Remember, in the first round, we all agreed that Isaiah was winning until he got knocked down. So
they just scored that as a punch.
They just scored it as a punch. So give the first round to Isaiah, and then in the third round, he did come back. So in an amateur fight, apparently a multitude of punches can win a fight. I don't know.
I still think it needed to be a little bit more clean and effective there.
I think Bernard won that fight.
Yeah,
clear and convincing.
I thought so too, but I'm just trying to put my head around this and say, you know, to our public out there, why that could have went the other way. It's a little bit surprising. Could it be that he's from Jersey?
Yeah, hey, like they say down south, hometown cooking.
Yeah. Now you know why Bayonne invented the bayonet. They just got stuck. All right. Bernard from Bayonne got stuck with a disagreeable decision. All right. But I am going to give the fans out there a lesson in boxing right now. Amateur boxing is different. The judges sometimes count punches that weren't landed hard. Sometimes they count a multitude of punches, and the judging is a little bit different. It's not like the pro judging. So
also, the judges, if they see a low blow and the referee doesn't, they could take a point. Not like the professionals.
Right. Look at that.
So if you're excessive holding and a judge thinks it's excessive holding and a referee doesn't call it, they could say something about it and take a point.
Bernard was holding a lot.
So
that might have influenced the judge's opinions on that.
That's correct.
So while UI and the rest of the public care about, you know, effective boxing and beating people up, the judges might care about, you know, rules that would affect them in the Olympics.
That's right. All right, so we're coming up on our fourth fight of the evening.
I like to see the tail of the tape on this one.
All right.
One's about 5'3", one's about 6'3".
Wow, look at this.
All right, so this is Joseph Rodriguez right out of Gleason's gym right here.
Out of the red corner, right?
Right, he's out of the red corner.
And he's dressed in black.
141 pounds. And you got Devon Davis right out of the blue corner.
Devon.
Right.
Devon Davis is tall and has a nice jab.
But his chin is straight up.
Right. Well, I don't like that jab Devon is throwing. It's just too soft for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
But look at the chin.
I mean, he looks like he knows what he's doing, but he's throwing such a soft jab. Whoa. Maybe he's just measuring him with that jab. Maybe Devon does know what he's doing. He really looks savvy.
Joseph throwing that wild overhand right.
Well, he threw an overhand left that connected. That's for sure. Devon just seems to be touching. And remember, this is the amateur, so those touches can count as points. What do you think, Mike?
Depends on the judge.
I mean, those are soft jabs, but he's landing them.
Yeah, but USA Boxing's pushing more clean and effective punching, especially without the headgear rules at the national levels.
Right, national and Olympic levels.
Yes.
Right? So, all right, let's see. Let's see if New York is caught up with that or not. But I'll tell you what, Devon, he can't miss with that jab, though. Oh! Wow. And he
catches him with
the right hand and a slapping left hook.
Well, I think it's like an 83-inch reach.
Yeah. Right.
We had to move out of the way out of that one.
Right. Talk about a wingspan. This guy's like a pterodactyl. This guy is unbelievable.
He moves pretty good, though. He's moving out of the way of those punches.
He is savvy. He's experienced.
And again,
wow, what a left hook.
Nice left hook.
What weight class is this?
141.
141. Like a young Mark Brilliant in there.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And these guys are a novice. I tell you what, Devon seems like he knows his way around the ring.
Yes, he does. Moves pretty well. Good.
He looks savvy.
Ring generalship because he's moving around pretty good.
He tries that fade left hook too.
The only thing is, like Mike, like what you said, he keeps his chin straight up.
Yeah.
So I'm a little concerned about that. But other than that, he's moving pretty good. He's tagging him when he needs to tag him. Gets out of the way out of punches coming in from.
Right. And Joseph Rodriguez has his work cut out. He's got to get past the jab. He's got to get in range of a Devon, and then once in range, he's got to deliver the punch.
Folks, we'd like to encourage you to please share this live broadcast, only because it brings more people to the page. We're going to be doing, this is one of many that are coming on Puglifechronicles.
Right. We expect to be broadcasting more often, really highlight some of these up-and-coming amateurs that will be going into these tournaments, and so on and so forth. And, pretty much eventually some of them becoming professional boxers,
So you're going to be able to watch these guys right now, right here, as amateurs and novices, and then you're going to, if you follow them throughout their career, you're going to see these guys become pros later on as we start round two.
And another thing is, if you're fighting in these tournaments, you want to check out your competition.
Absolutely.
Wow, look at that. This Devon.
A lead uppercut.
A lead right uppercut. Do you see that? A lead right uppercut.
A little dangerous, but it worked.
Joseph trying to work on the inside, but he's having a hard time because Devon moves pretty well in that ring.
Right, and he knows how to tie his opponent up. Well, Devon, to me, is not a novice. This guy is a sharp fighter. I mean, just the way he postures himself when Joseph comes in, he really knows what he's doing. He meets him with right hands and left hooks again, and then when he's on the outside, he lets his jab go. He's a sharp guy. He's baiting him to come in again with the lead right uppercut. Joseph throws a couple overhand rights, but he falls short because Devon is like about 6'9".
And the crowd's yelling to Joseph to work the body. But he's having a hard time because Devon moves so well in the ring.
Right.
And Joseph doesn't know how to get in. He takes the same path every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to cut off the ring.
Well, Joseph just did hit him with one jab, though, a leaping jab. And Devon took it well, although he went against the ropes.
Joseph bending down at the waist, coming in, and that's not a good move. Especially if you got somebody like Devon who'll come up with an uppercut and straighten you right up.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get away from that jab. Devon just playfully puts it out there, and again with the right uppercut. He reminds me of Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd is like the king of uppercuts from the outside, champion at 154 pounds. Let's see. All right, right hand, left hook again, and then a tie-up. It's like fighting a big octopus.
Oh,
you know?
good
like,
job on Devon's part. Already for the two rounds that he's fought on this fight.
No, speaking as a fighter who was usually shorter than my opponents when I was boxing in the amateurs, I gotta really feel for Joseph right now, because he does all that work to get in and it gets tied up, and then meanwhile while he's on the outside he's getting kind of tattooed. So
he's getting a little peppered there.
Yeah, he's getting a little peppered. It's it, but you know, again, how are you going to get this experience unless you're going in with a bigger guy? You have to do this. This is part of the game. Right.
And Mace, that's the weight class is 141 pounds right now. This just happens to be, Devon happens to be a tall 141.
Extremely tall.
Yeah, he's got to be at least 6'1", right?
He's 6'1", easy.
Yeah. Now Maceo, I think he fought in 141 or he fought in 132. Maceo, 141 pounds. Maceo fought in 123, I believe, in the gloves. And there's the jab. Oh, that's a good right hand, left hook by Devon. Devon's pretty much got the outside, the inside, and the pocket. The pocket well defined. Now the outside, he throws a jab. When Joseph Rodriguez comes into the pocket, he throws a right hand, left hook. And when they get inside, he grabs him. I mean, he's got all three distances covered and covered well.
And moves well.
Yeah, he does. He's got him outside with the jab.
Getting the way out of that body blow. Gets right out of the way. Doesn't get touched. He hasn't really been tagged.
No. There you go. Joseph's trying to work the body on the inside, but then Devon just steps to his left and gets right back out. He's in the middle of the ring. That's what I mean. He meets him in the pocket with the right hand, left hook.
Yeah, he punches as soon as he steps.
Yeah. On the outside, he just pours with the jab. I don't think he even cares if he hits or not. He just keeps on the outside.
What's nice is that Devon is really just taking his time.
Yeah.
He's not exerting a lot of energy as he's fighting.
Finally, Rodriguez gets in an overhand right, but Devon just shakes it off. He doesn't seem to be... Well, he got another overhand right, but he answers with the hook. And there's that jab again. Devon's just piling up points. Yeah, it's simple for him to hit him with the jab. There we go. Again, he crosses that line, right hand, left hook.
And gets right out of the way again. Moves right off the ropes.
Yeah. Touch him well. Rodriguez, he lands an overhand right. Misses with another, gets caught with a couple of right hands for his troubles. And there we go with that right uppercut from the outside. I'll talk about using yourself. That's more of a push, but that was a hard right hand. And the jab is landing again. Wow.
Got caught right at the end of the round with a 1-2. Again, getting out of the way. Devon moves very, very well in the ring.
Joseph didn't have the footwork to get inside.
No, he didn't have the footwork.
He's having a hard time.
Yeah.
Plus, Devon has that long reach.
I'll tell you what, this, again, here we have it again. This is somebody to look out for. If this kid...
I like him.
Starts learning how to put a little more snap on his punching and sit down on his punches. He's still a novice. This might be another Mark Breland or Tommy Hearns. I mean, he really looked good.
Great job. I like him. I want to watch him. Watch him again in the future, hopefully.
Well, you see he's a thinking fighter at least.
Yeah. Right. He went out there with the game plan. It's not like he was flying around, just giving throwing whatever punches came his way. His plan is to hit you with jabs on the outside. If you come into the pocket, he's hitting you with a right hand, left hook, possibly a right uppercut. And if you come inside, he's holding you, But that's the question. How does he do against a tough fighter that knows how to get inside and then fight inside and break those holes? That's the question. But he's just a novice, so we'll see. I like him.
I like him too. I like to watch him again. I wouldn't mind watching him fight again.
And as for Joseph Rodriguez, he didn't not once ever give up, and this is a lesson for him. He didn't get beat up or anything. He just lost the fight.
How about a big round of applause for our fourth boxing evening? In the 141 novice division, we have a split decision.
Wow, another split decision.
Your winner, boxing out of the blue corner, Devon Davis.
All right.
Wow, I'm surprised that was a split decision.
How was that a split decision?
Yeah, I didn't get that either, but he won nonetheless.
I mean, even if you didn't count his jabs because they were soft, like
I guess
said.
maybe you just had to judge it like aggression.
You had to judge it. Yeah,
Because he was constantly coming forward, but it wasn't effective.
But if you're not touching a guy, how are you going to score?
Well, that's what I said.
Mike, if would that judge also give points to the bull in a bullfight? I mean, you know,
I guess if he's standing at the end of the day,
if the bull doesn't get the matador, does the bull win the fight? I mean, like, you know, I don't understand that.
What I think he's not stakes that day.
Wow.
All right, so we're coming up on the 5th fight of the evening. We got 11 scheduled fights. So we still have a lot of fight left in tonight's card out here in Brooklyn in Gleason's gym. And what did you call this place here, Dave? Dumbo out of Brooklyn, right underneath the...
Today, Mike, yourself, and me, we are all Dumbo. We are in Dumbo land, and that's how we feel. It's a Dumbo kind of a day.
Well, turned out to be a beautiful day weather-wise. A great night for boxing.
Yeah, especially since we're indoors, and even if it was raining, it would be a great night for boxing.
Any night is a great night for boxing.
You know, okay, Dumbo.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dave.
All right, it is okay. I just wanted to point that out to the people who might think we're outdoors. There might be a couple people who think we're outdoors.
That's all right. Let them
we
think
are
that.
not. We are not.
We're in Gleason's gym.
We be in the house.
All right, so Christopher Say, right out of Gleason's.
In the red corner.
What's the weight class?
141 pounds as well. These are Navajo's boxers as well.
Christopher Say's got the white shirt and red pants.
Zavante Felton from Westbury.
From Westbury. Westbury's bringing out a couple of fighters tonight, and their guys are tough. Felton
in the blue corner. I'm expecting him to have a good night.
By the way, George, when I called you Dumbo, did you Felton a certain way about that?
Not from you. Coming from you, Dave? No.
Oh, okay. I didn't want you to Felton a certain way about that. All right. Here's the two. All right. They're both starting out with jabs, and I like it already. This is going to be a good novice fight.
Yeah, they look equally matched.
Yeah.
Height.
Right. These boys are
good movement.
Serious novice boxers. This is what you come to these fights for. You want to see these guys throw punches and not have too much boxing experience, so that
Felton with a right,
so that you have a good fight.
Felton with the red and white shorts, keeping his
No. Feltman is in the blue shorts, blue and white shorts.
So I stand correct.